Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with Eve at the streets, man. Second Showtime. Look, man. Concert with Michael Jackson dying today 9 years ago. It's also another anniversary I wanted to get to, and it's not a good one. Trust me, it's not a good one. 11 years ago today, a wrestler by the name of Chris Benoit um was found dead in his home in Atlanta. Um, him and his wife Nancy and their son Daniel, one of his sons. Um, his son little Daniel, I believe, was his name. And Chris Benoit was a wrestler based out of Canada. Um, who worked in a bunch of promotions in Canada. He trained with Bret Hart. Um, trained with the Hart family. Trained with a whole bunch of other wrestlers. And eventually made his way to WCW. As part of this wrestling group called the Radicals, and with notable names like Eddie Guerrero, Perry Saturn, Dane Malenko, and others like that. And then eventually they jumped ship to WWE a couple years before WCW folded and was bought by Vince McMahon. Chris Benoit was a great wrestler. Um, Chris Benoit was a technical wrestler. He was a great amateur wrestler. Well, I don't think he was an amateur. I think he was an amateur wrestler. But he was a great tactical wrestler. He could really grapple. He knew all the holds. He knew how to do moves and everything, high flying and everything. Because he was kind of a shorter guy, like him, Eddie. Yeah, like him, Eddie, Dean Malenko, Rey Mysterio. And Perry Saturn had a few good moves. Like when they were all coming out and stuff like that. Um, he wrestled guys like Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, like I said, Edge, The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, um, John Cena, if I believe. Like he wrestled a whole bunch of guys over the years. Booker T, and like reports came out like at the time, like before everything had got kind of like found out, um, that he had left WWE for a little bit of time to go check on his family. Like post came out that like later on that he basically like begged Vince to let him go home to Atlanta to see his family because apparently his kid was sick and he didn't know whether his wife was gonna be able to take care of him a whole lot. And he was real close with his son at the time. So Vince let him go, and he let him go, and he said, "Okay, just be back for pay per view that we got this weekend. Just fly back out before the pay per view, and we'll fly you back out um before the pay per view, and just make your way to the arena so we can, so you can wrestle your match." Because he had a match with a guy, with former wrestler CM Punk that's now in the MMA, which I believe that his time in the MMA is done. Like basically confirmed by Dana White, because he basically just said, "Yo, like he's a nice dude, but he's 40 years old. His body already wrecked from bouncing around the ring." From wrestling all them years, and he ain't built for this fighting shit. He ain't really built for this, MMA shit. You know what I'm saying? But and that speaks to his 0-2 record. He basically lost two pay-per-view fights in a row. His debut fight and another fight at the last UFC event that they had. But anyway, he was supposed to wrestle that guy, and when he never showed, like they were calling him and texting him, and people were like, they were getting like weird messages from him and all that other stuff like that. Now, it eventually came out a few, a short time later that his brain suffered effects from like CTE, and they basically said his brain was mush, like he had a brain of like an 80-year-old like Alzheimer's patient. But that doesn't excuse the fact that he murdered his family. Like he killed Nancy one day, killed Daniel the other day, and then hung himself like a coward so he wouldn't be able to face justice for what he did. Clifton Wall is a piece of shit, and the reason why this video came about was because one of my friends from Facebook, a guy I went to school with, posted a picture that basically said, "Rest in peace, Crispin Wall. It's been 11 years since he's been gone, blah, 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 blah." And I don't know if he was posting it to kind of like, for it to be like a memorial. I guess he's seen it and then he reposted it and captioned it like, "Yo, fuck this dude." Woo. And I said the same thing, like, "Yo, fuck this dude. He killed his family." And instead of, facing what he did, he hung himself like a coward. He basically hung himself from a fucking weight set and killed himself. And that's how everybody found him. Like, WWE basically and his family basically like did a wellness check on him, knocked on the door, basically broke his door down. They saw everything that basically they saw. And I still see people years later talking about how, oh, he should go in the WWE Hall of Fame. We don't know if he did it. We don't know. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Look, I remember where the fuck I was. Same way I knew where the fuck I was when Michael Jackson died. I was right in front of fucking TV waiting to catch an episode of Monday Night Raw, because at the time I was a big wrestling fan. I was like in middle school, so it was like, what, 14-year-old me, in the middle of like, like in the middle of like my adolescence, like the beginning of like my adolescence, like still kind of like into shit like that, and I still follow it. I just can't watch it a whole lot now because I work nights, so it's kind of like I can't really keep up with that. Like I follow different sources and stuff like that, and I listen to podcasts like Solomon Sounds Off, and other YouTube channels and stuff like that, What Culture and other things like that, so I can follow the product. Cause I still follow certain guys. I like certain guys or whatever, and guys that I grew up with, like Austin, Rock, Triple H. They still around in some capacity. They come back and do little guest spots and stuff like that. So I still keep to a certain extent. I just can't watch it a whole lot because I work nights. But Chris Benoit was one of my favorites. Eddie Guerrero was one of my favorites too. He died a couple years before Chris did. And I remember it was just so sad, bro, because he kicked all his habits and did all the, kicked all his drug habits and everything else like that. He still succumbed to a heart attack and just, the stress of being on the road and everything else like that. So that was tragic, and I remember, like I said, while I was with Chris Benoit, died, and they were in the middle of a big storyline that, Vince McMahon had died. I remember the cliffhanger to the storyline that they had the week before, and unfortunately, Chris Benoit died that weekend. During, like I said, the scheduled pay-per-view that they were supposed to have. So Monday night, Vince McMahon, standing in the middle of the ring, with basically one hard camera, with a microphone in the empty arena, basically said, "Yo, it's not gonna be a Monday Night Raw this week. Chris Benoit really died, and we was in the middle of a death storyline. So out of respect to him and his family, because they didn't know. I don't think they knew yet. They probably knew at the end of the airing of the episode with all the interviews and reactions to everybody finding out that he was dead. That they knew the reason why he died and the reason why his family died, which was murder suicide. And everybody thought it was just like murder, like somebody broke into his house, they was trying to rob him, and um he got killed and all that. But the evidence showed, like when the police got in the door, they basically had evidence that no, he murdered his family and he hung himself to escape capture and justice. So, like I said, R.I.P. Stands for rest in peace to Chris Benoit. R.I.P. stands for rest in peace to his wife Nancy, who was also in the wrestling business. Um, who was married to another wrestler named Kevin Sullivan. Back in WCW, and that's how they met. Um, Basically, her and Kevin Sullivan was having problems, and you know, they Kevin Sullivan was a booker back in the day for WCW, and Chris was a wrestler, and he put himself, Chris Benoit, and Nancy in a storyline together. It's like a love triangle thing. And in wrestling, we all know um, when you do that type of shit, it tends to mirror real life. If y'all remember the Matt Hardy storyline with him, his girlfriend Lita, and Edge, that kind of trickled down into a real life storyline where Lita ended up cheating on Matt, like in real life. With Edge, and they end up being a couple, whatever, and then they end up breaking up some time later, and now Matt's married, and I guess later I don't know what she doing now, but Edge is married too, so they kind of both separated from her, and I guess they cool now. They both cool now. I seen a few pictures with them together. You know what I'm saying? A while back. So they all cool now, I guess. But yeah, that's basically how they met, and you know what I'm saying. Um, they went strong. They went strong for a few years, man, until what happened. And if you want a full scope of what their relationship was like, I could put the link to the description in the description for Chris Jericho, um, Nancy's sister. And it's like the full podcast where she talks about how like their relationship was in the beginning, how it was like in the middle, and how it was at the end towards like what he did. It's like he just became overbearing, and she was gonna leave him, and all that other stuff like that. And maybe some of that contributed to why he did what he did, but I mean I don't know. But like I said, man, this dude is a piece of shit. Like, I don't want to hear nobody talk about, oh, he should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. I don't want to hear nobody talk about how he didn't fucking do what he did, because evidence showed that he fucking did it. And he a piece of shit. And the fact of the matter is, nobody should ever speak this dude's name ever again when it comes to actual wrestling. Chris Benoit is not a wrestler. He's a murderer from now on. From here on out, the dude, when you hear Chris Benoit, you think murderer. You don't think wrestler. I'm out.